Welcome back, students. So in this series of online learning, we are in unit 1 chapter 2, the gift of the Maggie. I have done the part 1. You have seen, I think you have seen the part 1 vlog also. I would recommend all of you to use headphones to listen properly, okay, if you are not getting it clearly on the speakers. So coming back, this is part 2, and in the first part I have discussed about the author, only about the author, not about the story. And now in this part we are going to discuss about the story. So what is the story? I have told you in the first part only that O. Henry, who has written this chapter, The Gift of the Maggie, is a sarcastic writer, but in a wittiful manner. Wittiful means to make you laugh also. He makes you laugh in certain point of instance of the story when he will make you laugh, but the endings are always sarcastical. Normally it is sarcastical means very painful or dry in nature. Okay, so this thing you would be finding his. I have told you about the Last Leaf also. He has written Last Leaf, and in the previous year when together with book was going on, we had this chapter, The Last Leaf. In that also we had seen him how he writes the stories of his own, and in this story also we will be seeing that how he uses his excellence in making the readers to understand, get into the story, and sometimes laugh, but normally you would be thinking with a question mark in your head at the end of the story. Okay, so why does this happen? Why did this happen? Something like this, a question would be arising in your mind. So now, we are starting with the story over here, The Gift of the Maggie. The story name only suggests you it is a story about a gift of the Maggie, means by Maggie or to Maggie, something like that. Before going to the actual chapter, I want to display certain facts about this. Okay, the chapter name has came from a biblical story. Biblical story means a story taken from Bible. It is known as biblical story. Story is that when Jesus Christ, the God of Christianity, took birth in Jerusalem, that is in Israel, took in the hands of Saint Mary, who was the mother of Jesus Christ. When he took birth, three wise men of different places heard this news or got this news that Jesus Christ has born in Jerusalem, and he is the God of Christianity, and he is the God. So they went there to Jerusalem with lots of gifts to offer Jesus. Okay, so these three wise men were named as Magi. Okay, and whatever they brought to Jesus Christ, I would be putting up a picture over there, that the three men giving Jesus Christ some gift, baby Jesus Christ, in the hands of Saint Mary. So these three men were named as Magi, and the gifts of the Magi. So this is the name which has came from the biblical story, that is the story from the Bible, to this chapter. And why this name has been given to this story is a big thing. Why a chapter name is coming from a certain holy book? Why Oliver Henry has taken that reference from a holy book and given it to you, the simple chapters, simple stories over here. That I would be describing you at the end of the story, how the title of the story justify the story itself. Why Oliver Henry has used this title, how does it justify? I would be telling you at the end of the story when I complete telling you the story description. So coming back to the story, in this I have written some points on the board over here. Okay, I would be keeping the board in front of you. You can note it down. At first, the characters. Who are the characters in this story? Means any story has some people or person or animals who are saying something. So those are the characters. The characters in this story are James Dillingham Young, that is Jim, that is short form Jim, that is actually callable name for his wife. Okay, his wife calls him Jim by love to him. He is 22 years old. He is not only 22 years old, means that is a young man only, but he also owes or also have a golden pocket watch that belonged to his father and his grandfather also. Pocket watch, you can see a figure I am giving you in front of you, how it looks. Pocket watch looks like something this. You have maybe seen. It is kept in the pockets of the jacket and it is used to see the time by taking it out and flipping over the cover of it. And you can see the time in that. He had a very beautiful golden watch, which his wife used to think that it is so beautiful that King Solomon, if he was alive, King Solomon was a great king in the Greek period, and she thinks that if King Solomon was alive and he would have seen this watch, he would be thinking that he would feel jealous about it, that he doesn't have that watch in front of him, or he doesn't possess that watch because it was so beautiful. King Solomon would also get jealous about it, and he would be ready to give his whole large sum of money which he has in his bunkers or whatever gold or silver for that watch. It was so beautiful. Means Jim's wife used to think about that watch like this. And now the second character is Della. Who is Della? Della is Jim's wife. Okay, Jim's wife, a young lady. She is a housewife with beautiful long hair. She she doesn't have a possession like that. Possession means she doesn't have a property like that, that she has a golden watch or she has a land or she has a car or something like that, but she has something very special that is very much loved by Jim, that is James Dillingham Young. He loves his wife's long beautiful hair and she also loves her hair. These are the two things which they both of them possess with them. James has his golden watch of his father and grandfather, and Della has her long beautiful hair with her. Now, few aspects of the story is that it is also mentioned over here on the board point wise. Number one is that money saved by Della. The story starts before the Christmas Eve, that is 25th of December is known as the Christmas Day, and before the Christmas Eve, that is 24th of December, she takes out a packet or a box from which she takes out little bit of money and she starts counting it. Counting it what? It is the savings of Della, what she had saved for a long period of time for the Christmas celebration only. Money saved by Della. How much money she had saved with her? It is $1.87. It is only just $1.87. That also 60 cents in pennies. She has those money in the form of currencies and coins also. Pennies over here means coins. Okay, so she has 60 cents in coins and $1.27 in the form of currency notes. Okay, so both of them comprise to become whole sum of money of $1.87. She counted it 3 times, that how much money I have got before the Christmas celebration. Again and again she counts and she gets only that, how much she has got? $1.87 only. Number 2 point is there. They live in a grey rental house. Jim and Della lives in a little poor condition. Their house is grey in color, means dull, not grey in color, but it is dull, means no brightness is there in their house. Torn out, you would be seeing in the description written by O. Henry that he has very nicely, beautifully described their house also. Broken windows, torn out carpets, broken couch in which the springs are coming out, sofas are not good, the color has been faded out, even their clothes are not very good. Okay, you would be seeing all this description over there. Their grey rental house for $8 per week. How much money they are paying for this? They are paying for the rental house $8 per week. That is almost 8 for the $32 a month. Okay, they are paying. And what is the earning of Jim? Jim is earning $20 per week. $20 per week he is earning, and $8 per week he is paying for the rent of the house. So the remaining is only $12, in which he has to run him and his family, that is Della, his wife. They don't have any children till now, so they have to run their family for 1 week with that $12. Okay, but there is the important fact over here that Jim took that house when his earnings were $30 per week. Okay, Jim took this house for $8 per week when he was earning $30 per week. At that time he was saving $22 for him and his wife. Okay, because $30 minus $8 for the rent and remaining $22. That time it was manageable, that they used to manage their house and nicely they used to go on. But because of certain conditions, he is not earning $30 per week now, but he is earning only $20 per week now. And now it is becoming a difficult situation for them to handle the family matters and every expenses of the family. Okay, and the number 4th point is MME Sofreen, that is the beautiful lady who works or who owns a beauty parlor. Okay, the beauty parlor lady. MME Sofreen is the shop name and Sofreen is her name, who works in a beauty parlor, and she is a widely experienced lady in beauty parlor industry and hair and cosmetic industries and something like that for ladies. Okay, so these are the special features of this chapter which you have to understand before going into the details of the chapter. Okay, that is all for now. I am going to in part 3 to make you understand the whole detail of the chapter. Okay, this was the introductory part for the chapter only. That is all for now.